Thank you. 26 years ago today, 8-year-old Shikemia Pate disappeared from her own neighborhood in Unadilla.
Now, many years have passed by with no answers, but as WALB News 10's Lena Allen reports, the missing girl's family and investigators are still holding on to hope.
This is where Shikemia Pate lived. On September 4th, 1998, she was supposed to go to a football game with her older sister. Instead, she left her home and went down the street to play with a neighbor. No one thought that would be the last time the then 8-year-old would be seen.
This is the last picture that I had of her.
A picture Veronica Pate, Shikemia's mom, has seen go from a school yearbook to the back of milk cartons. The last words the mother of 4 told to her youngest, "I love you."
I feel in my heart that she's still alive.
While Shikemia, also fondly known as Shy Shy, was reported missing on September 4th, police didn't start looking for her until 24 hours later. A mistake investigators wish they could take back.
We wouldn't be as far behind what would be the 8 ball. We'd had a better chance.
What started out as a 5-mile radius search for Shy Shy extended to a 10-mile search involving several local and state resources, from cadaver dogs to even helicopter searches. Investigators say the most recent search for Shy Shy was done on foot a couple weeks ago, but still nothing was found. To this day, investigators don't have any evidence that points to what happened to Shy Shy.
Beam me up, Scotty. That's almost like what has transpired here. I mean, it's like she just vanished in thin air.
Right now, with the help of the GBI, investigators are re-interviewing people regarding Shy Shy's whereabouts. There are also persons of interest in the case. Investigators believe Shy Shy was taken by someone the family knows.
We're actively running leads, and we haven't given up.
Every year, Shy Shy's family celebrates her birthday in October. For Veronica, her daughter's 35th birthday this year will serve as a reminder of hope.
I will always have hope. I would never stop believing that I'm going to see my daughter again.
If you have any information regarding Shikemia Pate's disappearance, call the Dooley County Sheriff's Office at 229-645-0920. Lena Allen, WALB, your hometown news source.
Prosecutors say they are closing in on an indictment for Ryan Cooper, the man charged in LaCambria Toomer's disappearance.
WALB News 10's Lena Allen spoke to the family about what this means as they wait for answers 2 years later.
There you go. Give a kiss, kiss.
This is the closest Jordan will ever get to hugging and kissing his mom, LaCambria Toomer. And for LaCambria's mom, Melissa Thornton.
Oh, yes. That is so pretty.
Memory baskets made by perfect strangers in Florida are a part of what's keeping her spirit strong.
I was hoping that I get closure by now.
Ryan Cooper is still in jail for LaCambria's murder. He was arrested last year after police said he was connected to her disappearance, even though, to this day, her body has not been found. Now, while Cooper hasn't been indicted in LaCambria's murder, he still faces a separate aggravated assault case where LaCambria was also the victim. That case stems from a 2021 incident where police say Cooper assaulted LaCambria with a handgun. Court documents also say Cooper struck and bit the young mother. As for LaCambria's murder case, the complex circumstances aren't stopping the state from moving forward. Right now, evidence that may link Cooper to her murder is being tested.
We're on the right track. We have sufficient probable cause. We anticipate developing the evidence to the point where we'll be able to present it to a grand jury and a trial to show the defendant committed this crime beyond a reasonable doubt.
Miss Melissa says, despite getting tons of community support throughout the years,
All the support that I haven't got, that I really wish I could get, is locating her.
Now, in honor of LaCambria, her family is hosting a celebration of life on Saturday, along with the motorcycle Ride to Remember. Her mother tells me while she's not able to have a proper burial for her daughter. She's going to do whatever it takes to keep her name alive. Lena Allen, WALB, your hometown news source.
Well, a Moultrie family says that they are still clinging on to hope in their loved one's missing persons case that has been left unsolved. Now, this month not only marks the 5 years since Courtney Graham went missing from her home, but it's also the 30-year-old's birthday month.
Yeah, and WLB News 10's Lena Allen spoke to the family about their search for answers.
Tattered missing person signs outside of Courtney Graham's last known whereabouts show exactly how many years have gone by since she disappeared. It's been 5.
I pray 4 or 5 times a day for Courtney to return. That's my baby. She still haven't got here yet.
Courtney's mom tells me the last time she spoke to her daughter was the day after she last saw her. The mother-daughter duo lived together at the time. She called Courtney to tell her they would be going food shopping.
She did answer my phone and we talked. Then she said, okay, I'll be ready. But I didn't look in the room and see if she was still there before I went to work.
After a week of not seeing or hearing from her daughter, Miss Dorothy knew something was wrong. Courtney was last seen wearing overall shorts and an unknown colored shirt. At the time she went missing, she had a reddish or blondish colored short hairstyle. I spoke with Moultrie Police about any updates in the case. I'm told right now, human remains that were found in a Southwest Moultrie drain ditch last year are being tested. Courtney's mom is hoping the results bring her some kind of answer.
In a way, I am hoping that it is her so it can be over with and I know where she at. But I hope she's alive, but she got to be found somewhere if she is dead.
Courtney's smile and fun-spirited soul are just a few things Courtney's family misses about her.
Courtney, that was a good girl. I'm talking about live but sweet as gold. Can't help but miss your sibling, you know what I mean?
I'm not giving up on her. I haven't forgot about her.
Now, Courtney's family tells me they've increased the reward money from $5,000 to $10,000. They're hoping it inspires someone to come forward with some answers. If you know any information regarding Courtney's disappearance, call the Moultrie Police Department at 229-985-3131. Lena Allen, WALB, your hometown news source.
A never-ending nightmare. That's what a Thomas County family is describing the past 2 years since they've been missing their loved one. Trent Heyer's missing persons case is still actively ongoing.
WALB News 10's Lena Allen spoke with his family about how they are still holding on to hope several years later. This is Trent Heyer's last known whereabouts. Grady County deputies say on July 17th, the 23-year-old led them in a pursuit that ended with him allegedly jumping off this bridge. But several searches around this area have led to no answers into his disappearance.
You know, I go over the Barnett's Creek Bridge every now and then, and I still holler, you know, thinking that he's still out there, but knowing that he's not.
Trent leaves behind 2 sons. His mom, Tammy, says she's beaten cancer twice, but still, her son's disappearance is the toughest battle she faces every day.
But honey, my heart knows my baby is in heaven. This is 733 days that he's not contacted me or his sister.
Before Trent went missing, he had 3 outstanding probation violations for 3 separate offenses.
Outstanding warrants on file.
One for a 2017 burglary. But investigators tell me his criminal history is not impacting the missing persons case.
These warrants mean nothing to us right now. Finding Trent or finding some closure to this case is what's most important.
Investigators have received leads in Trent's case as recent as last week, still hoping one of them solves the case.
In your heart, you know that you're just one tip away from finding out what happened.
It's like I'm fighting for him still, and I'll fight for him till I die.
The family still has a $5,000 reward set for any information that leads to Trent's discovery. You can call the Thomas County Sheriff's Office at 229-225-3300. Lena Allen, WALB, your hometown news source.
Well, Fitzgerald police say any and every tip they've gotten about the disappearance of 22-year-old mother Kiera Lawson over the past 3 years have led nowhere.
Now, around the anniversary of when she was reported missing, investigators are bringing attention to the case, hoping more years do not go by without that case being solved. WALB News 10's Lena Allen shares more details about the case.
Yes, while it's been 3 years since 22-year-old mother Kiera Lawson went missing without a trace, some businesses here in downtown Fitzgerald still have her missing persons poster up, hoping that someone will see it and bring forth some answers and closure for her family.
I constantly pray daily until this child is found.
Police say Kiera, also fondly known as Kiki, was last seen on May 1st on surveillance video at a store in Fitzgerald called It's Fashion. Witnesses say after she left the store, she was dropped off at a home in Fitzgerald and left on foot without telling anyone where she was going. Her family reported her missing on May 14th.
We've heard so many rumors, but we need truth and closure. As a community,
I sat down with Captain James Tilley, the lead investigator over the case, to see where search efforts are today. He tells me there have been 122 reports completed in the case. Hundreds of searches have also led investigators to exactly what they find: nothing. The last search for Kiera was done around August of last year.
You follow that lead until you can't follow it anymore. And that's what we continue to do.
Captain Tilley says there have been persons of interest, even one who has passed away. But as of right now, there have been no arrests.
It seems strange that all of a sudden, for all these people that knew her, to not know anything.
There is still a reward set for any information that leads to Kiera's recovery. Fitzgerald police have also launched its phone app where you can find information about Kiera's last known whereabouts and submit anonymous tips. Lena Allen, WALB, your hometown news source.
It has been 7 years since 2-year-old Detrez Green was reported missing from a Doherty County mobile home park after a tornado left destruction.
Now, what continues to set this case apart from other missing persons cases, the child's photo has never been provided to investigators. WALB News 10's Lena Allen spoke with one of Detrez's family members, still haunted by the unanswered questions of the toddler's disappearance.
For 7 years, the question in Detrez Green's missing persons case hasn't just been what happened to the toddler, but also what the then 2-year-old even looks like. On January 22, 2017, Detrez Green's mom, Adeja Rainey, reported him missing 5 hours after a devastating tornado hit the Pineywood Estates, where the family lived. But even to this day, no picture of Detrez has been provided to police. Some of his family even say they've never seen what he looks like. Days following Detrez's disappearance, over $100,000 worth of search efforts exploded across Albany. Those search efforts even going as far to drain a nearby lake. Still nothing. That search even expanded out to here in Ashburn, to this home where Detrez Green used to live. Still, investigators said they found no answers in the missing persons case.
I honestly believe that he was missing before the storm.
Willie Rainey, Detrez Green's great-grandfather, tells me he looks out his window down the street at the home where his great-grandson used to live, still wondering what happened to him. I asked him if he could connect me to Detrez's parents, but he says he himself has not seen or talked to the couple in years. He says the mysterious case of his great-grandson has taken an emotional toll on his family for years.
I lost my son in 2019. And he went to his grave not knowing what happened to his grandson.
Mr. Rainey tells me a lot went wrong in his great-grandson's case that might have contributed to the unanswered questions he's faced with today.